Alberta's government was elected over 3 years ago on a commitment to invest in skills for future jobs, to retool our education system, to focus on practical workplace skills that can set young Albertans up for a prosperous future and our economy up to meet the labour market demands of a dynamic and diversifying economy. We did so in part because I believe that a trade certificate has every bit as much value, merit, and worth as a university degree. And that apprenticeship learning, practical, experiential learning, like these apprentices here on this shop floor, is worth every bit as much as academic classroom learning. So we're seeing a real demand for new skilled workers emerge across our economy. And to respond to those needs, I am pleased to announce the fulfillment of another platform commitment with today's creation of the Premier's Council on Skills. This newly formed advisory board will be responsible for providing strategic advice to help government ensure that current and future post-secondary programming in Alberta is aligned with the needs of our high-demand sectors and strategic industries identified in Alberta's recovery plan. That's the plan that we launched in June of 2020 at the bottom of the COVID trough, because we knew that Alberta had been hit by the triple whammy: the pandemic, the global economic collapse, and the collapse of energy prices. And we needed to get ahead of the ball. We needed to skate to where the puck was going, and that's why we launched that strategy to diversify. This task force, the Premier's Skills Task Force, will bridge the gap between industry, government, and education institutions, including at least one member from industries in each of the following areas: ag and forestry, tourism, construction, of course the energy sector, technology, aviation, aerospace and logistics, finance and fintech, that's financial technology, and the health industry. Because obviously we have strategies to address the current and pending shortage of healthcare workers. The Council will advise on skills development and will provide valuable input from these key industries to make sure that we're giving our students the tools that they need to succeed. Now, the members of the Council have demonstrated achievement and excellence in their fields and have the knowledge, competency, and skill in industry that will help provide valuable insight to our post-secondary institutions and to prepare students for the challenges of the future. The task force will work with Alberta's government and stakeholders like the Alberta Board of Skilled Trades and the Minister's Advisory Council on Higher Education and Skills to give us the practical on-the-ground advice that we need. There's no waiting list to get into sociology or international grievance studies at one of our universities. Big public subsidies for those kinds of programs with modest employment outcomes, with very poor employment outcomes. But often during boom times, we have huge, I remember during the last boom, there's a 3-year wait list to get into SAIT or NAIT as a pipe fitter and as a welder to do the block training for the apprenticeship programs. So how dumb is that? That we would be massively subsidizing programs with very little labor market demand, but creating big backlogs in programs for trades with huge labor market demands. So that's why we've been changing the funding model in Department of Higher Education, Advanced Education, to get a much better alignment with where the labor market demands are.